Alex,
Stop everything you're doing right now. Take a deep breath and listen to me very carefully, because the internet is currently on fire with a rumor so explosive that it threatens to ruin reputations and tear the tennis world apart. If you have been scrolling through social media today, you have probably seen the headlines, the tweets, and the viral videos screaming the exact same thing. The WTA is in shock after Eala legitimate Aryna Sabalenka leaked racist remarks live on TV. You have probably seen the outrage. You have probably seen the fan bases mobilizing for an absolute digital war. But I need you to hit the brakes right now. I need you to put the pitchforks down, because we are about to do something that the internet hates doing. We are going to look at the actual facts. We are going to separate the clickbait reality, and we are going to expose what is truly happening behind the scenes on the WTA tour. Let me say this clearly, directly, and you at reality, I vocally so. There is zero Aryna Sabalenka. Aryna Sabalenka did not make racist remarks about Eala. There was no live TV leak. There was no shocking revelation. The entire premise of that rumor is a complete and utter fabrication. A toxic lie designed to pit two of the most incredible figures in women's tennis against each other for cheap clicks. We need to kill this rumor right here and right now, because the truth of the relationship between Sabalenka and Eala is actually the exact opposite of what the trolls want you to believe. If you actually follow the sport, if you actually pay attention to the locker room dynamics, Aryna Sabalenka has been one of Eala's biggest vocal supporters, Aryna Sabalenka tier top-tier veterans. Let's look at the receipts. Sabalenka literally went on the record in the documentary Eala Born for Center Court. She sat in front of the cameras and praised the Filipino prodigy. After Sabalenka openly admitted her shock at Eala's talent, saying, "I was like, wow, she's going to make it. She's going to be re-around." That is the current world number one. Multiple time Grand Slam champion, looking at a teenager and giving her the ultimate stamp of approval. Sabalenka doesn't hand out compliments like candy. She multiple-time fierce, is a fierce, intimidating competitor. So for her to validate Eala's game speaks volumes. So why is the internet trying to invent a bitter racist feud out of thin air? Why are people trying to drag Sabalenka's name through the mud while weaponizing Eala's massive fanbase? It is because the tennis world is currently experiencing a seismic shift, fierce, a collision of two completely different realities, and the chaos of these collision moment has created a breeding ground for rumors. Let's talk about the real drama shaking the WTA right now, because it is fascinating, and you do not need to invent fake racism to see the tension. The real story is the absolute takeover of Alexa and the simultaneous rebellion of the WTA's top Sabalenka and Igas. Over the last week at the Dubai Tennis Championships, we have witnessed a historic changing of the guard. Eala didn't just show up. She kicked the door off its hinges. She upset world number 8 Jasmine Paolini in Sabalenka, a grueling dramatic match. She fought off match points. She proved that she is not just hype. She is a legitimate tirade top-tier threat. At just 20 years old, she broke the record previously held by Naomi Osaka to become the youngest Asian player to record multiple top 10 wins at WTA 1000 events. But it's not just the tennis that is causing a frenzy. It is the atmosphere. The Eala effect is turning the traditionally quiet, polite culture of tennis completely upside down. When Eala plays, the stadiums are not just full, they are overflowing. We are talking about insane out the quiet, the door queues just to get into the outer courts. Eala herself laughed about it in her post-match interview, looking up at the stands and saying there were Filipinos for days. She brings a national pride, a loud, passionate, electrifying energy that the WTA has been desperately craving for years. The door queues with support is so overwhelming, was dominant. So dominant that when Coco Gauff finally managed to beat Eala in the quarterfinals, Coco literally grabbed the microphone and apologized to the crowd. Let that sink in. Coco Gauff, the golden girl of America dominant, tennis, the world number 4, felt the need to apologize for winning because she knew the entire arena was starving for an Eala victory. That is a level of star power and crowd control that we haven't seen since the peak of Serena Williams. Fellow players like Jessica Pegula and on tennis Anisimova are publicly marveling at how gracefully Eala handles this crushing weight of a nation's expectations on her shoulders. Now contrast this explosion of new energy with what Aryna Sabalenka, and Egatek are currently doing. While Eala is packing stadiums and embracing the grind of the tour, the top two players in the world are essentially staging a silent strike. Aryna Sabalenka Swiatek and Swiatek pulled out of the Dubai Championships. Why? Because they are exhausted. They're fighting a war against the WTA executives over a grueling mandatory schedule that they believe is physically destroying the athletes. Sabalenka hasn't played since losing the Australian Open final. Swiatek has been incredibly vocal about the madness of the calendar. They are taking the power back. They are telling the tour, "We are Swiatek the product, and if you don't protect us, we product, won't play." On one hand, you have the established men, Sabalenka Swiatek, and Swiatek flexing their leverage by refusing to show up to massive events, demanding better treatment Swiatek, and wanting a sustainable schedule. On the other hand, you have the future Alexa capitalizing on their absence, stepping into the spotlight and bringing an entirely new massive demographic of fans into the sport. It is a perfect storm. The tournament directors are panicked because their top seeds are withdrawing, but they are simultaneously saved by the sheer box office magnetism of Alexa. When you have a situation this volatile, when the power dynamics of a global sport are shifting in real time, the toxic corners of the internet look for a way to monetize the Ciao Sabalenka and wanting Sabalenka pulling out of tournaments. They see Eala Dom headlines, and they decide to fabricate a narrative. They decide to invent a story where the established European champion is somehow attacking the rising Asian star with racist remarks. It is a disgusting tactic. It is a playbook used by clout chasers to generate preying by preying on the protective instincts of Eliza's incredible fan base. They want you to be angry. They want you to click, comment, and share out of sheer rage. But we cannot let them win. We cannot let fake news overshadow the legitimate, verified history that is being written right in front of our eyes. Alex Allies does not need fake outrage to build her legacy. Her racket is doing all the talking. She is projected to skyrocket in the rankings, potentially cracking the top 35. She is single-handedly introducing women's tennis to millions of young girls in the Philippines and across Southeast Asia who have never watched the sport before. She is handling the pressure with a maturity that baffles veterans. And Aryna Sabalenka deserves respect, not defamation. She is a champion who is currently using her status and risking her own ranking points to fight for a healthier work environment for every woman on the tour, including Eala. Sabalenka's warning about the 2026 season being a tough challenge proves she respects the field. She knows players like Eala are coming for her crown, and she embraces that competition. So, where does the WTA go from here? They are at a critical crossroads. They have to negotiate with their frustrated top stars like Sabalenka and Swiatek to fix a broken calendar while simultaneously building an unprecedented marketing infrastructure to support the tsunami of attention that Eala is bringing to the sport. The next time these two women meet on the court, it won't be fueled by fake internet drama or fabricated racist remarks. It will be a blockbuster clash of generations, a battle of heavy-hitting baseliners, and a showcase of everything that is brilliant about the women's game. Right now, I challenge everyone listening to this to be smarter than the algorithm. When you see those sensational headlines designed to trigger you, look for the receipts, look for the actual quotes, celebrate Alex Aya for the trailblazer she is, and respect Aryna Sabalenka for the champion she is. The real story of the WTA right now is a story of incredible athletic achievement, labor disputes, and the global expansion of tennis. It is a story that doesn't need to be poisoned by lies. The truth is captivating enough. We are witnessing the birth of a new era. And the only thing we should be shocked by is how incredibly bright the future of this sport really is. Let me know in the comments how far you think Eala will go this season, and whether you agree with Sabalenka's stance on the WTA schedule. Stay grounded. Stay focused on the game.